I'm Mark. This is Parts Workshop, a visual journaling tool and mind map for IFS and parts work. And I want to walk you through how to use this product. It's still very early and it's not super intuitive, so please watch the full video before using, and let's take a look. First thing you're going to have to do is sign in here. Right now, it only uses Gmail. So if you do not have a Gmail account and you can't log into the application, please let me know. I can make updates and push them to production very quickly. So in order to let me know things, right here on the right side, you're going to have your different utilities at the bottom. You can send me feedback. Please send me all feedback you can think of. I want positive, negative feedback, innovative feedback, just information on how you're using it. If you run into a bug, literally anything and everything, please send it to me. You're going to have a trash can here. We'll get back to this. Here is a save button. This saves the current state of your map and your workspace. Here's a journal. This is basically like a scratch pad. You can change colors and sizes of text and bold and create lists. Make sure you press save entry button in order to save the journal. This is a separate save than that global save I just showed you. Individual journal items will have to be saved individually. So right now, if you click this button, it's a global scratch pad and it will save. As we move forward, you're going to find out that every little piece and every step will have its own individual saved journal item. And we'll see that in a moment. Here's a theme toggle. I'll keep it light for now, but you can toggle this dark or light. I prefer dark for my eyes, but I think light mode is going to be more standard. So let's keep it light. We'll log out if we want to log out right here, and we can also hide this utility bar if we feel like it's in the way. Now, how to use this for mind mapping. So there's this impression button here. If we click this, it opens this text area. There's 6 tabs: emotions, thoughts, sensations, behaviors, self, and others. These are your different kind of trailheads and things you've noticed within your inner world. You type into the box something relatable. So if you have an emotion like sadness, you type sad and you press enter and it sends it to the sidebar. So let's say we have sad and angry, and you can also press the tab button on the keyboard to change the tabs rather than clicking. I want cake is a thought I'm having. My tummy hurts is a sensation I'm having, and I can't stop sweating could be a behavior that I'm having. And you can click out of this and you're going to see that it has accumulated all of the different impressions and trailheads on the left-hand side here. You can also press the white button to create a part. So you can say I have a sad part, and you can say I have an angry part. You can make as many parts as you want. And each of these parts is going to have the 6 buttons corresponding to the trailhead observations or the impressions that you've already recorded. You can also, well, let's start with just how to use the impressions and the parts together. So you can take and drag things off of the sidebar into the part directly. You can't see it in the video, but you can drag it right into it and it'll put it into the bucket that's appropriate for it. You can also drag them into the canvas and create the little tiny nodes that correspond to those impressions. And you can drag these around and workshop them. You can also drag them into the parts to help build and map out your parts. Another interesting feature is this purple button. So you can create a conflict node and you can connect your parts together in a conflict node. You can create a small description about the conflict. I don't like the anger. And this one, I don't like the cake or something. And just gives you a quick description of that part. Now, I mentioned earlier that you're going to have unique journals. Every single thing inside of the canvas has a unique journal associated to it. So if you right click anything, you get this white bar that shows up. Literally anything has a white bar. You're going to see a trash bucket to delete it. If you want to delete it, you have this pencil icon, which will open the journal and see my tummy hurts. It's a sensation. This is a unique journal entry. So you can talk about how your tummy hurts. You can save it and you can come back to it and it will have saved that information correlated to that. You can also open the scratch pad again, because without clicking into a white menu journal option, you'll still have that global scratch pad. You can also mediate your conflict right here inside of the journal entry that's associated with that conflict. Everything has a journal entry you can save and return to through that pencil icon. There's also, for the impression nodes, you can return these back to the sidebar if you want. And that is all of the right-click options. You can also add soothing techniques to each of the parts here. In order to delete, you can drag them to these trash buckets, or you can right-click and delete. That's how you use the application. Let me know your feedback and how you've made out. If you have any other questions, please reach out. Thank you so much.